My name's Ryan, I'm 18 and I've been a member of the Rainbow Project for about a year. The reason I joined the Rainbow Project was because, well, obviously I knew I was gay, but I didn't have any gay friends or anybody I could really talk to about it. So I kind of looked on the internet and found out about the Rainbow Project, thought that would be the best place to go. So just kind of came myself about a year ago. I've met a lot of other people who were in the same situation. I've got a lot out of it, like it was beneficial, you know, I feel more comfortable whenever I'm up with the town out with my friends. I know that I'm not really the only person.
As a teenager I thought I was the only gay in the village. I really felt that, I was on my own, there was nobody else. But I became aware while watching the BBC News one day, and it was the first time I'd ever seen it. A protest march in 1977 going through the centre of London, protesting against Mary Whitehouse. Now, the wonderful coincidence is, he was leading that march, the march that inspired me and began my political awakening as an activist. So, I mean, my thinking at the time was, it was still against the law, so technically I was a criminal. It was also considered a psychiatric illness. You know, and that's actually quite important, because the tortures that were inflicted in the name of medicine on individuals were extreme. I mean, torture is not too polite a word for it.
The Rainbow Project really focuses on safe sex, and you can come whenever you want and get free protection. They also do free HIV testing every week on a Tuesday.
So, the history of gay liberation in Ireland began, I suppose, for me in 1973 when I was a student at Trinity College in Dublin. And we tried to form a gay society. The authorities wouldn't let us form a gay society, so we decided we call our group the Sexual Liberation Movement. That was really the beginning of gay liberation in Ireland, the first demonstration in 1973, outside the Department of Justice in the state.
So, I mean, not only was I a criminal, but I was a mad criminal. And that really became evident when I read the story of Alan Turing. Alan Turing, who is now, only now, starting to receive recognition as the father of modern computing, the man that came up with that concept of reducing information into a binary code and permitting a machine to do computation. I mean, the very fact that the mechanism he used to take his own life after the treatment he received at the hands of the legal system, he injected an apple with cyanide and ate it. And I love the fact that, as a tribute to him, that one of the biggest computer companies in the world is called Apple. I just think that's an incredible tribute. But it's the fact that people are only now becoming aware that this man actually saved millions of lives by shortening the war with his work on codes. He feared prison that much that he accepted chemical castration, and it destroyed him. It destroyed his intellect, it destroyed his emotions, and it destroyed his sexuality, it destroyed him as a person. That's torture.
Yeah, I would support that 100%. So homosexuality, or like it's free to be whoever you want to be and stuff.
I think it's awesome.
Everybody has their place in society, and we'll see why anyone would have any problems with it.
I have a lot of friends who are.
Gay people are mere biological mistake. They're there, we can't change it.
That's what they are. There's no point in trying to change for other people.
I don't think it's any big deal. It's just normal people getting on with their life, just the same as everybody else.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
They're just the same as any other community.
Human beings.
That is particularly horrendous thing to be involved in.
I agree on it, definitely.
Well, it's a very long struggle, and it's one that goes back a very long way. And I remember from when I was a young person at university myself, in 1973 at Aberystwyth University, we established the first gay society that was established in the university in the UK, as far as I know. Well, I think the future for LGBT equality, as far as human beings, we see this as a matter of equality across the board. we're in favour of an Ireland of equals. We want this country to run with everybody treated equally.
The struggle for gay liberation has come a long way. People are now recognising that they're talking about a human rights issue. Our relationships are now recognised within law, and our partners are protected. Should anything happen to me, my partner would be protected. I remember one particular couple when I was in my early 20s. They'd been together 25 years. The paperwork wasn't entirely right. So when the partner who basically controlled the finances and owned the house passed on, his family took everything and left his partner with nothing because he wasn't protected within law. But even worse than that, they took his body. Imagine not being able to wake your partner that you've been with for decades, and a family that he never spoke to came and took the body. That can't happen now.
What I like about the Rainbow Project really is that other than it being a safe place to come, there's very supportive staff for anybody that does need help. It's not all boring and serious though. There's youth groups. There's one for young gay women and young gay men. You get to do about everything: drama, residentials. Last month we went horse riding. So there is fun aspects to it, and it's about a laugh too. Like.
I remember vividly myself and a couple of friends going to get on a bus, and the bus driver just said, "We don't want your sort on here." Pulled the lever, shut the door and drove off. Do you know, and my friend turned to me and he says, "At least in Alabama they let the blacks on the back of the bus."